Hey guys, let's get started immediately on this next Angry Joe episode. Basically, it's an Xbox One title. Is Quantum Break going to be the system seller for the Xbox One? Can it bring in potential new buyers? Let's find out.
Joe, stop the review. I'm from the future to tell you that Quantum Break totally sucks. It's just fucking boring, dude. Seriously, don't play it.
Oh, God.
I made it in time. Don't listen to him, Joe. It actually gets a little bit better in Acts 4 and 5.
Oh, Jesus.
Nope, I was wrong. It still sucks. It sucks. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it fucking sucks. Don't buy it, don't play it. It even does that stupid fucking shit with the monster and the fucking boss at the end that you don't fight. You probably have to fight in DLC, man. Just don't.
Wait a minute. You idiot. When did you go back in time? If I'm here reviewing it, that means I've already fucking played it. Doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Apparently, my fate cannot be changed. It's always set. I'll have to play and review Quantum Break no matter how much I don't want to. Unless... Remedy hoped with Quantum Break to meld a third-person action game with an episodic television experience for this Xbox One exclusive. I really wanted to like it, and for those that do like it, I understand. I really do. But unfortunately for me, ultimately, neither half lives up to expectations, and instead of feeling integrated with one another, they end up feeling like two separate entities that are only superficially affected by each other.
This interplay changes your entertainment experience into a new type of storytelling, and that's my passion. This will be the ultimate Remedy experience, and it's coming exclusively to Xbox One.
If you're not engaged by the story, the characters, or the TV show episodes, you're going to be hard-pressed to care enough to finish the game. Really only working through to play with your time powers in combat just a bit more and see how the final boss plays out. Hint, not very well. The concept was certainly ambitious, telling a 5-act time-traveling story that includes 4 24-minute long episodes shown at the end of every act, where choices that you had made in a junction section, where you make a decision, are affected in the following episode of the TV show. Now, this was kind of tried once before with unsuccessful results in the MMO Defiance, which I also reviewed before Sci-Fi canceled the show portion. But here, this is, in my opinion, a stronger, more cohesive idea, which had Microsoft backing. And instead of needing the show to succeed on cable with its own audience, it produced and embedded the episodes right on the disc, well, streaming, because if you want to do it on the disc, it's 75 gigabytes, but they're on there so that you can directly see what you did and don't have to wait a week to see what happens.
Holy shit, is it over? Well, that was a pretty long cutscene. Let us continue playing, if we can.
The problem is that with these entirely different media experiences, the gaming portion, which matters the most, feels disjointed. I mean, one minute you'll be engaged in gun battles, accentuated with cool time-stopping powers. Time blast.
Patty says she was on Facebook. Fucking Amy, stop checking your Facebook.
Ugh.
Now that is a cool fucking power. That's the first real cool one that I like a lot.
And the next you'll be watching a low-budget TV show without much action in it for what feels like an eternity.
I have to get back to work soon.
You work more than any field manager in the history of field managers. Baby, you haven't been home in 2 days.
Your mom's being difficult.
Oh, I'm
She's
being difficult, huh?
She's being very difficult. What?
I don't think that's the baby. Okay. You would.
Some cutscenes are so long that your controller actually turns off, thinking that you're done playing the game while you are playing the game.
I think there's only one more game set. My controller turned off. I never expected my controller to turn off while I'm playing a game.
And frankly, neither aspect, the gameplay nor the show, feels up to par with similar media that we're already used to watching or playing. Alan Wake feels like a much stronger, more engaging game, which is constantly cutely referenced by Remedy in this game.
Looks like she's having a better time than me. Think I'd rather be playing that game right now.
While the TV show included here feels sort of cheaply produced, too clean, cold, honestly rather boring with side characters who aren't really in the game until the very end and you honestly couldn't care less about.
See, the guy goes around using the same username and password everywhere he goes. Now, that means that his cloud isn't so protected. May I present to you Exhibit A. Wow, God, this guy's swinging for the fences. And what is that? What are you doing, Brer?
Coffee cup.
No, I know it's a coffee cup, but what is it doing on my table? The fuck? You know what this is? Do they have these in Idaho?
Iowa.
Whatever. Use it.
This isn't Game of Thrones, NCIS, or Walking Dead, or any other popular TV show. In fact, if it was on TV, it would likely be canceled before its first season could even finish.
You're
You're
fired.
giving us entertainment. We're watching this chick eat.
What the hell's going on out there?
We're watching this
Yeah,
random
411.
guy who works at Monarch who loves coasters. Really,
There was a
Xbox?
shooting at the campus.
Really?
You play as Jack Joyce, whose brother Will is a genius who just happens to build a time machine. And he's friends with Paul, who, Littlefinger rather, who activates the machine without precautions and just fucks everything up in this incident, an explosion. So Jack and Paul is caught in the blast and basically gain superpowers. And a future version of Paul comes through and he's like evil and he attacks him. He's just like driven by this catastrophic event that is solved, that is yet to happen. So that's kind of interesting.
Littlefinger is a great actor. So that should be good.
The second machine. The second machine.
Where is the One Ring?
Where is it?
And later on, there's stuff like slowing time to swing around the back of the enemy and shoot them in their vulnerable spots in the backpack, and using the power to sprint through or across platforms that are glitching or frozen, that are like these sections in the world that are puzzles, obstacles. There's no doubt that many of these sections are pretty cool. You'll find yourself saying that. And they utilize some impressive physics for the Xbox One console.
See, this is a cool part of the game. I like seeing these epic events, you know, kind of fuck around
It's
and
catastrophic.
Unfortunately, it seems like the best parts of these sections were already shown off or spoiled by the previous E3 reveal. I think back like in 2014 or 13. And the novelty quickly wears off when you realize that the game annoyingly doesn't even stay true to its own rules.
There's gotta be another way in.
Really? Really?
So you gotta go over there.
I have
and
a
make sure
fucking
it's locked.
machine gun. I can control time. And now I can't open fucking doors.
I mean, he could go back to a point in time when a door was already open at some point in its life.
He just went back in time to open this fucking door when there have been countless doors that I needed to open, and he couldn't do it to. All of a sudden, he could do it to this fucking door.
So there's this feeling of linear gameplay, and just it breaks the immersion when you think you can use a power and it's been working the entire time, and all of a sudden it doesn't work.
We need that key.
But I do have the key. Oh, a key. My bad.
Is this the last one?
Oh, the key doesn't fucking fit.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Any ideas how to get inside?
Any ideas how to get inside?
Go back to
Oh
where you
yeah,
came from.
sure. I got an idea. I don't know if you've seen it, but I could open the fucking door going back in time. No? Okay. Well, I can use my time power to...
Go back in time. This is very important. Go back in time before they lock the door. And keep it open.
Or, you know else I can do? I can charge up my time power and blow the fucking door open because it throws 50 guys up into the air, but apparently here it don't do sheer. And that's what we call immersion breaking.
It stinks of lazy level design and crappy puzzles.
Not these bullets. Ah, my head. Ah, my fucking neck. I'm invulnerable to bullets, but if I ever go up against doors, ah, my body is melting. He fucking died. He fucking died. He didn't fall down. He fucking died. Alright guys, in this meeting we're gonna be discussing the next enemy design that we add in the game. What I want you to do is create a fucking door. You know how all game long it's been kind of awkward to go in and out of doors? Well, that's because they fucking hate you. And if you get near them, they'll fucking kill you.
Hell, even the climbing system is just awkward and shitty. Sometimes he can jump 3 inches off the ground, others he can't. I don't know, he's a white guy, I don't know.
So you're telling me you can't jump up there, but you can jump up here. The fucking trucks are the same height, and I've got a headache.
Worse, the gunplay feels stiff with this poor over-the-shoulder zoom aiming. There's bafflingly no hip fire at all. He forgets how to utilize a gun unless he's going down his sights.
Why can't I hit fire? Why? Why? Are you just... You stupid?
And it's just, you're often fighting the camera and the game itself in various shooting gallery sections. I mean, it's a cover-based shooter without a cover system. Honestly, without the time powers, the game would be downright awful. And with these sorts of time manipulation from the main character, you would think that maybe the default AI would be programmed a bit smarter than they are, having to deal with you.
Okay, I feel better.
The hell is going on over here? Wait, you were there the whole time? I thought this was the sniper shooting me. Oh man! Oh man! That's oh, you got me! Oh, 2 shots! But you have to reload, covering fire. Oh, that's fantastic, man. It's great. I'm going to kill you now. You're dead. What the heck? What? However, I think the most annoying thing for me was the god-awful looking motion blur that is always on and cannot ever be turned off. It just makes things look like shit, especially when the game insists on using fog and thick haze everywhere, just obscuring what is actually some of the best graphics on the Xbox One to date.
This building's been shut down for years. Perfect place to hide something.
I mean, that looks amazing. I mean, look at the graphics on this. But this doesn't appear to be in-game, using in-game assets. It appears to be polished up a little more, because look, I can't hit start on it. So this is definitely a pre-rendered cutscene. This time travel game hammers over your head countless times how nothing can be truly changed or affected by your choices. The past is always set, and no matter the countless branching paths and the end result in hypothetical time travel, the end is always the same. And it's really convenient then that by the game's end, no matter what paths you took, the ending is always the same. A little too convenient if you ask me. And while there are small variations in the episode, the TV shows, they're mostly just affected by the single junction decision that you make right before it.
You have 3 seconds till I pull.
Have better reflexes.
And you're a marksman for shit.
You're a marksman for shit?
No.
What happened?
She's 3 feet away from you. You don't have to be a fucking marksman
Do you see what's happening?
to shoot someone.
More and more.
Beth, what is
Oh
going
my
on?
god.
It's breaking down.
But why didn't they do it to get him out from behind cover? They're warping out in the open so they could get shot.
There's gunfire. Why are you looking at the fucking pin? He should have.
One bullet killed him.
He should have walked over there, punched him in the face, walked back.
No, Joe, one bullet killed him, and the bullet struck the guy's belt. I saw the shrapnel from the belt, but in the video game, it takes 15 clips to kill the dudes. What are we watching? And for a game that has such long cutscenes, it's a bit odd that so much of the meat of the story and the explanations that are given are only in countless easily missable narrative objects that requires players to once again stop, stand around, read emails, diaries, notes, mad ramblings. This is not immersive. This is not interesting. Look at how much walls of text are here. It just, no. Checkpoints are annoyingly bad. And this checkpoint system sucks balls. There's long load times right here. At this particular junction of the game, there's a long load time. And if you fucking die, you got this. You got this shit. Go all the way back over here.
We
That's
refer to it
wonderful.
as a chronon damper.
Chronon dampener. And during my playthrough, I encountered 2 hard crashes of my Xbox One, seemingly kicked off by firing a time ability at the same time something explodes, like the Xbox can't handle the physics that it's doing.
Like nobody's business. He's throwing 2 of those now. Quantum breakage. Seriously? I was doing good on that one. I can't finish this game. Fuck! Fucking piece of shit.
Either that or it wasn't optimized and there are still glitches and occasional crashes.
All of a sudden, you can't climb this either.
Whoa, you're falling! You're falling!
Help me, Joe!
You're falling into that little crack. That little crack is like crazy.
Dude, it's too big of a crack. I will fall to the bottom. Oh, God. Help me, please. How dare I try to jump on this, even though the half of the game has taught me to jump on things to get to other places. This is how I feel when I play this game, banging my head into the side of the wall.
Insanity!
So
you stuck for real?
Originally, I thought I was just doing this to be funny, but I'm actually stuck.
Push yourself up. Use one of your magic tricks.
Okay, I'll use a magic trick. Ready and go. Whoa, fire!
And you fixed it.
I fucking did it.
But at least Wee Man makes a return from the division.
And you do this. And you put him in Wee Man is back. And you're fucking up my Wee Man. Wee! Wee! Wee Man has returned.
Damn it!
Wee Man will never die. What did I say? Wee Man will never die.
And hell, you can even create and customize the positions of your own Wee Man.
You could create your own Wee Mans in this game. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, bro. Wee! Wee Man will live forever. 10 out of 10.
The whole gimmicky TV shows, thing combined with games it puzzles me. I simply ask one question. Why? Games have evolved so much in these past years, narrative especially, that it makes no sense to restrict story progression to just what essentially amounts to long FMVs that in-game engines can now render and performances can perhaps even be better, enhanced, unrestricted by TV budgets.
Watch the movie with us.
Oh, you think you got a cool car?
How long is this?
Like the way
This
the
is a
brand's
Nissan
Yeah?
promotion.
I bet you like the paycheck.
Nissan gave him a little bit of money.
Had to create a cover to gather information.
Nissan!
And
Nissan in the back. Can you see that?
Nissan.
Nissan.
That's why there's this specific camera angle, Joe, because notice I can't move my character in this camera angle. They needed to set up the Nissan sponsorship, and you are forced to press the back button just to make sure that you look.
Oh shit, we need to go to the Nissan factory.
Oh shit, the
Factory!
The Nissan factory. I'm going to give this game a Nissan out of 10.
I mean, can the episodes do anything that the in-game cutscenes can't in 2016? No! It just feels like it's done because they could or they had to pay for Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, so let's get some live-action stuff from him while he's here. And Iceman, too, and Pippin. Or wait, no, I mean Merry, the Hobbit of the Shire, who for some reason has absolutely no rapport and chemistry with his brother. Okay. In my opinion, that's how the game should have played out, never taking control away from the player, breaking their immersion. I don't want to watch my actions, I want to watch and play my actions.
He's setting out the entrance.
Is it the same cutscene from Hardlines? Those of you who played it, answer me that question.
The final verdict for Quantum Break, for myself, and this is a very subjective one because of just the nature of it, is a 5 out of 10. It is average. It took me about 12 hours, though without cutscenes and collectibles, side stuff, it's likely only around 8. The most glaring thing for me, though, is just the lack of emotional impact the game has. For such a strong emphasis on story and characters, it doesn't have anything like that. It's an experiment in TV show and gameplay blending that, in my opinion, is obsolete and unnecessary, and the game suffers from it. The TV show isn't up to par with performances, just being uneven, some of the chemistry off. It's only really its villains, played by Littlefinger and Lance Reddick, that shine here. It just doesn't come together to form, you know, a somewhat interesting world. A little bit, it does a little bit, but in my opinion, it's a step backwards from previous titles from Remedy like Max Payne and Alan Wake. But here, it's just non-stop immersion-breaking, linear paths.
I have these special powers!
And it makes your powers feel like...
And I can open a door!
Yes, it makes your powers feel like contextual bullshit.
The thing that kind of got me upset is you had to use a time warp to move the trash can a foot.
Yeah.
You rewind fucking time.
At some point in time, that trash can was a foot forward.
I was like...
So I have to go back to 1988 when somebody had that trash can.
You're there for 5 minutes watching time when you could just go around.
It would have been good 10 years ago, Magic Man. If I had to say, the best thing is that, you know, aside from the physics, that Quantum does drop hints to, you know, deeper meanings in its collectibles, its cutscenes, its multiple playthroughs, though you barely want to do multiple playthroughs. But there are some legitimately interesting questions that it brings up. These are the things that really enhance the game for fans and people that do like it, and we could discuss those in a separate video. There is potential for a sequel here, and cleverly the game mentions 2021 a lot and in the collectibles, and 5 years seems reasonable for another game to come out, but I'm not so sure we're actually gonna see another one of these. And consider that the actors are now integral to the world, would they even be willing or able to return? I'd wait on this game until the price comes down. After a few price drops, I'd say pick it up. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next
AngryJoe Show.
That's my fucking part.
What?
Whatever. But I am you! I am you, you idiot! Ungrateful bastard.
Right. That cover's amazing. That fool can't even shoot
You can't get me!
You suck!
You suck, bitch! Look, it worked! It worked, Joe!
Oh.
For the rest of time, I will transport this box. And you and me and you. So happy together. Dun, 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 dun.
Use
The
time warp.
moving box. Use Time Warner cable. Dun, dun, dun,
I think he's gonna make it.
dun, 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 dun. The moving
What is going
box.
We're in a time warp.
Well, this is pretty cool that it doesn't.
No! He went back in time, Joe. He had to save Abraham Lincoln
Moving box.
from Napoleon.
Born 2016, died
He
2016.
did not die, Joe. He went back in time to further adventures.
They're like, what the fuck is this contraption?
He was needed. In his own time, he was needed.